One of the reasons as to why I have decided to invest a lot of time and effort in Neovim is the very intense pleasure of being able to translate your thoughts, your ideas into code. I guess that's the main or the fundamental reason as to why I'm still using Neovim today. And speaking of that, today I wanted to share one more useful tip that came very useful a few times this month, and that is using text objects or understanding the existence of text objects in order to select or perform actions based on certain text objects. What a text object is, it can simply be thought of certain keywords or certain parts of text that have special meaning. For instance, a text object could be a class, could be a method, could be a function, could be an argument of a function. So basically, a text object is, let's say, a category that has certain meaning to Neovim. And as I said, some examples include functions, arguments, variables, and so on. And what I've recently learned is that there is a text object for functions. And what it allows me to do is to quickly select the entire function or the inner function or the function's body wherever I would be in that function. So I am at this point. Let's say that I am considering this function that you can see I have selected using so let's say that I am at this very point. If I want to select the whole function, maybe I want to copy it, or maybe I want to copy and then paste it, which essentially means to duplicate it, then I would have to press 4K, then select, and then go to the last line and then match the bracket. However, there is a very nice shortcut by using text objects, and the keywords or the shortcut essentially is VAF. V stands for, I will also type it here, so VAF. V is for select, A for all or for outside, and F function. And now if I am at this point and if I press VAF, I will select the entire function very quickly from wherever point I would be inside the function. Now by using VAF, I'm also selecting the function signature, which would also be valid to say that I'm selecting the outer function as well. But if I want to only select the inner function, which is the function's body, then I can replace A with I, and this would be VIF. And if I press that, then I'm selecting only the function's body or the inner function. And this can be very useful because instead of using V, I can also use other actions. For instance, I can yank with only 3 key presses. For instance, if I type YAF, I'm selecting the entire function very quickly. If I type CIF, I can suddenly start editing the entire function body. So if I type CIF, I can start editing. And this, of course, can be extended. I have discovered this accidentally by looking in my config file. I have copied this from somewhere from the internet, so I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot give credit to the person that has created that. As you can see, I'm also, or you might not have noticed, but I have also copied their comments, which is kind of bad not to give credit right now, but that's the situation. So as you can see here, I have discovered these two lines, and basically with AF I can select function outer, and IF I can select function inner. There is also something similar for class. For instance, if I go back to this, I would suppose this would be considered the class, and if I type VAC, I select the entire class, which is kind of nice. So the gist is that text objects are cool, and they can improve a lot your workflow in Neovim. And I guess it's worth investing a bit in them. Maybe I can do that as well one day, and not solely rely on luck as I did in this situation. Yes, and I think this will be it for this video. I plan to share more Neovim tips as I discover them. This was one of them, which is once again the power of text objects and how we can integrate them with different actions and other Neovim native features. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.